Hey, good morning, everybody. BATJAC J.W. here. Yes, you were tuned in, you're listening. You never know. We could be a full video or whatnot. I chose to kind of do this format this time around. I wanted to cover some stuff and talk about some stuff. It's really the last radio show of the year of 2017. Can you believe that? It's December came and gone already. That is just crazy. Let's see. What's the temperature out? Over here, it says it's 54 degrees. I don't know if that's 100% true because it doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't. Or either I'm getting so used to the weather, but then again, some of you, the weather is absolutely really cold. And you're going, BATJAC, that is nothing. So, alright, well, thanks for tuning in. We had some videos that we went through. We had some interesting ones, I would say. At least I think it was interesting. I went back and redid some talks about it, and that's what I wanted to kind of talk about again this time around. We'll get into that. I'm really just absolutely pleased with the way the channel is growing, and I thank each and every one of you for that, because you guys are really helping the numbers grow by just being here, tuning in, clicking on the videos, always being there. And again, like I talked about last radio show, if you want one of those signed pictures, please, I still have more left. Please send me a PM. If you can't do a PM or you can't figure out how to do the PM, leave a comment below. Let's figure out how I can get your mailing address so I can get you one. Right now, it's got to be U.S. only. I'm sorry, but like I said, I touched on it before. Those of you that are, I know I got some other of you that are not in the U.S., I will get you one. Let me just get some things cemented in here. Let me just get some structure to my life and what's going on, and I will get you one. I will. So I still have more of them left. I can always, I will be making more in the future. This is not like the only one-time thing. I want to make sure I give back to you guys, because you guys being here, being a subscriber, always tuning in, it's important to me, and I really want to make sure that you guys get something back. And I want to make sure you guys are taken care of, because you guys mean a lot to me. Without y'all, again, this channel, what would we be doing, Okay, so I'm clicking on this, the last episode, which was 97. I'm going to go over some of your comments here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got the video up. Okay, here we go. All right. We have from Matthew Robinson. He says, Merry Christmas. I hope you feel better soon. Yes, thank you, Matthew. I am getting better. I physically, or I guess you could say, yeah, I don't have the chills anymore, and like I was having, and it was like nonstop. It just feels like a more congestion and some sporadic coughing. So, but so hopefully I won't be coughing up a storm during this radio show. That would be no fun. And no fun for you guys listening. That would just be horrible. And he says, beautiful collection of the 1911s. I also dislike the oversized beaver tails and the other silliness. He has a Springfield Armory, a A1 GI. That's a cool one. I actually really want to get one of those. Springfield Armory, I think, did. And the thing is, Springfield Armory had this 1911, this GI style plain Jane, and it was green. It was actually an OD green one. Oh, I wish I could still find that thing. I saw one at a gun show. It wasn't the green one, but it was one of the GI ones that they did, and it had this awesome box that it came in. It was like a real simple box with a outline drawing of the pistol and everything on it. It was so cool. I wish I would have just sucked it up and got it, but I really, financials, right? We always got to put our priorities right. So, yeah. All right, cool, Matthew. Thanks for bringing that up. I remember that. So, all right. Lion Quest Fitness. Yes, you got a picture postcard, Lion Quest Fitness. Of course. You're a good buddy of mine. You have a really awesome stuff. And I'm really, it's so cool to see so many of you, posting your firearms that, some of the guns that you bought, really that because of my channel. That is so cool. And I know Lion Quest Fitness, you're one of them. And on my Facebook page, there was one of you that actually posted up a picture of your 6-gun that you went and stained the grips yellow and stuff. That is so awesome. That is really cool. So, by the way, guys, also, if you haven't already, yes, by you guys' request, I did put up the Facebook page again. So, it's up there. I'll put a link in the description below and in the comments of this video right here. All right, so he says, I guess the Lion Quest Fitness, he could figure out when he opened up the envelope who it was from. Well, thank you. And I still, it was because of you, Lion Quest Fitness. I got to see the movie, Black-Eyed, that Marlon Brando movie. I can't even remember the name of it now. See, there we go. Try not to cough in the microphone. I'm sorry you guys had to hear that. Okay, I have the Gunfighter 45 ACP. It says, I'm not used to this phone. Merry Christmas, BATJAC. Coffee and 1911s always make me feel better. Ain't that the stuff? All right, Varen K. Again, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Varen. I appreciate that. Big Al, sorry you are sick. I hope you get better soon. I'm working on it, Big Al, and I really thank you for that. And that was really awesome, you guys. There was a lot of you guys that poured in here. Mr. Mark Mac 85, Merry Christmas. Get well. Thank you very much. You guys are just awesome. I couldn't ask for a better handful of subscribers than you guys. You guys are awesome. And that's why I want to make sure I get you back and give something back to you guys. I really want to try to do more of that and more giveaways and stuff. So, all right. The Crazy Scotsman's, Merry Christmas, my friend. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I know that you and I have been communicating in the messages, too. Mr. Zona Cat. All right. Merry Christmas and feel better soon. Thank you, Mr. Zona Cat. Thank you, BATJAC. Love the 1911s and as my other guns. But the 1911 is the first gun I learned how to clean and operate. That's from Bob Hartman. That's awesome. Yeah, the 1911 was really the first pistol that I really got into, really got fascinated with it. And that was the one that I really, I got adventurous with. It's pretty much what I do. I'm not really I'm not a gunsmith or an armor or anything. I just got adventurous with a screwdriver and really just started taking my stuff apart. Eli Faust, I really like your comments. This is really cool. You're always keeping me up on this stuff, and this is awesome. This is a crazy cool update. The Auto Ordnance 1911s has now discontinued their Parkerized models, which actually, that sucks. That really sucks because the ash gray or the grayish kind of tingy, greeny Parkerized finish that they were doing was correct. Why are these companies doing this? Why are they now going back and changing it to just a black Parkerized gun? That's so lame. Come on. So, the other update, he says, CMP, hopefully, come on, CMP, unleash those 1911 pistols from the government so we can all snag one at a decent price and stop paying these overinflated prices at gun shops, gun shows, private collectors, and they want $2,000-$3,000 for a 1911 A1 that our own government had manufactured millions of. Why can't we get a hold of one for a decent price? I am waiting for the CMP to do this. Please, we need to obtain one for a decent price. I hope it floods the market with them. I hope the prices are dropped tremendously so we can all get our hands on a piece of history and love and enjoy it and share it. That is so important. I really want make sure the market gets flooded with them so that we can all get our hands on one and get a chance to own each flavor. MP Gunther, a little rant right there, right? You can tell I'm enthusiastic about it. I really wanted to get it done. All right, MP Gunther, some tea, honey, lemon, whiskey. That will clear that right up. You know, I've heard that, and I should try that. I really should. Maybe I'll try it right here on the video for you guys. Thank you, MP Gunther. That's I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Edward Petty, received my card in the mail. Thank you, BATJAC. Merry Christmas to you. Love the Colts. Feel better. Thank you, Edward, and you're welcome. I'm glad you got the card. So please, guys, again, PM me. Send me anywhere you want me to ship it. I don't care. Maybe it's your workplace or wherever. I'll get you a card. Please let me know. All right, Scott F. Merry Christmas. Those are some nice 1911s. Good stuff. Scott F., I got you a card coming, my friend. Okay. Joe P. Get better soon, J.W. Thank you, Joe. Always. All right. We have health power. I need some health power. Nice video. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Mike Dunn, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Mike. Peppered, 88. I just sent you an email on the HR. Jem Mathis. Hope you have up to 10,000 1911s a year to the public. Just check out the email I sent you. Maybe I will. I gotta see my Peppered 88. My email on my main computer locked me out, so I have to get on a different computer or my cell phone to check the email. So I haven't gotten around to doing that just yet. Yeah. All right. I'll go ahead and check it. I gotta get on the unfortunate thing is that email, man, it gets flooded like quickly, so I gotta go through the messages. I'll get on there and look for it. All right, Douglas Walther, Merry Christmas, BATJAC. Thank you. Andrew, I got you a card. Yes, he says he got his card in the mail. Thank you again. Really appreciate it. Keep up the good work. You're welcome, Andrew, and I thank you. And thank you for being on Patreon and supporting me. Those of you that jumped on to Patreon, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to upload some other videos there for you guys, too, that are for you guys on the Patreon. And I really appreciate that. It's really awesome. Richard Landeros, all right, Merry Christmas, man. BATJAC J.W. Of course, Richard, if you've seen the video, you know you got a card coming. All right, Bernard Flood from Ireland. Yes, Bernard, that's one of you that I will work on trying to get a card to, because I know that you're always there. So I want to let me just get some things going here and get on my feet, Bernard, and figure it out. All right. Russ Elder, nice idea for the card. Very thoughtful. Sorry to hear you are on the sick list. Yes. I hope I shake it off. Christmas was a little rough being sick, but and also Russ, I believe I got a card coming to you. I believe you did PM me, so I did get a card out to you. 454 Packer, get well soon, BATJAC. Merry Christmas, and E.B. Saint, Merry Christmas, BATJAC. Sure hope you get to feeling better. Take care. Thank you, guys. That's just amazing. Thank you all for the get well. Appreciate it. Okay, so the last videos we did, I did on the cheap 1911 holsters, and I was kind of worried about using that word cheap, because it isn't, I want to use, they are cheap considering. Because they're only like $30. I think you can literally go on to Amazon.com and get one for $30. They're not bad, and they're a great addition to your classic 1911 if that's what you're going for. Especially, absolutely. If you're going to go for that classic GI look like me, I'm really, that's just like my ultimate favorite 1911 is the old GI one. It's kind of a must-have. You got to kind of have that in your inventory there. And the cool thing is, you oil it good. I've been using Ballistol now ever since I discovered it, and I got to try it. Ballistol has been my number one go-to thing. I use Ballistol for cleaning, for lubricating. It works on leather. I've been treating all my leather with it. I mean, the bottle, it says all the stuff you can use on it or use it on. So the Ballistol I've been using that, but also another product for your leather, Lexol. Lexol is pretty good. I've been finding it at like Ace Hardware, and actually sometimes you can find it at Ross of all places. So you can use those type of things, or you can go to like a sporting outlet, like like a Big Five or something, and go get the baseball mitten glove oils and stuff. You can use that, to help just on that flap where it closes and opens on the holster. That's where it's going to take the most stress, especially if you're living in a dry climate like here out in Arizona in the desert. So that, and then it helps soften it and help it. I really wanted to age mine and get mine worn looking. So, now that I've had it for a number of years, and I love how around the brass rivets it's turning green and stuff, again with that green, right? So it's looking really good. All right. So I want to talk about painting your stuff, your guns. I mean, painting just about anything. I mean, you gotta stop and think about that for a second. Spray paint is awesome. I mean, it allows you to paint and change the color of anything and everything. So, when you go as far as picking up your gun and painting it, okay, here's the thing is, the reason I was so quick to jump into it was, it's reversible. You can take the gun, because there's, especially like a 1911, the slide and frame was really what I was painting. Think about it, it's all metal. You strip it all out, take all the parts out of it. You could put it in a bucket, soak it down with parts cleaner from Walmart for $3, which is basically gonna eat the paint right off of it, and it won't harm the original finish. It shouldn't. And there you have it. Start fresh. You don't like the paint job? Get rid of it. So, I painted a 1911 before, and I've done that. I've gotten rid of the color. I've scrubbed it off with the parts cleaner or acetone or something like that, paint thinner. So it's reversible. It's not a permanent thing. So in that mindset, I quickly made the decision. But taking and it's your stuff. I know some people would think that that's absolutely crazy that you would spray paint your firearm, irregardless of how much it costs or whatever. It's your stuff. It's your gun. It's your whatever. It could be a bike. It could be a part to your car. It's yours. You do whatever you want with it. It's if it makes you happy, and that's what you wanted to do out of it, then do it. Run, don't walk. For me, you look at it and you could say, it's like, oh man, you painted a $700 gun. Well, that $700 gun sat there and I wasn't happy with it because of the finish, the color. I know that's probably a typical obsessive person, but I was not happy with it. I just, I could live with it, but I wasn't happy with it. But painting it with a $3 can of spray paint from Walmart and, just quick night's worth of work, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm actually more happy with it now than I've ever been with it, and just because I spray painted it. And I got it to where I wanted it, to where I like it now. I love the gun now, and that's You know, so I kind of like it. I like the fact that, you know, over time, you know, it'll age itself. The paint will become worn. And I'm kind of curious how that's going to look. And the cool thing is, yeah, if it wears too much and it disappears, they just paint it again. But so far, I mean, the paint seems to be holding up pretty good. And I'm lucky that the gun was Parkerized, so it has some texture to it. So the paint was able to stick to it really well and, you know, really stick to it. That's really, you know, a benefit. So, because I didn't want to sand it, you know, that could wind up scraping up, you know, the original finish. So I didn't want to do anything like that. And the other thing that I wanted to was paint all the parts, the hammer, the slide stop, the trigger. I wanted to get all those parts painted up to, you know, so they looked correct, you know, like they were, you know, all part of it, like the originals were. So that kind of disappoints me to hear that Auto Ordnance had gone now, and they're now doing their guns in the black finish. That's kind of a bummer, you know. I really that's kind of a bummer to hear. You know, I almost want to pick one up brand new in a box if I see it that's Parkerized and keep it like that, just because, like Eli Faust said, you know, it could become collectible now. You know, even these inlands, if you can get a hold of the inland, how it originally had their finish. You know, just... And the other thing I want to talk about, thank you guys for getting that video out there, my first video on that inland, the $779 MSRP, is it worth it video. Thank you guys for launching that all over the place. It's got over 1,000 views. It's up there because I really wanted people to be aware of that. I wanted people to be aware of that kind of stuff, this kind of stuff, because if you're like me, like I wish I would have found a video like that before I pulled the trigger, for say, pun intended, and spent my money on it. You know, I traded 2 guns away to get this 1911. Super excited. I'm glad I got it, but I wish I would have kind of known that they changed the finish. And I hope that inland companies like that need to listen to us. We are the gun buyers. We are the people spending our hard-earned money that is definitely not easy to come by, especially if you got family, you got, you know, kids, you got, you know, bills, rent, life, food. We got to eat. I like McDonald's. Some of you that follow my vlogs know that all too well. But no, it's just like, come on, people. Like, listen to us. We are the ones that are buying the thing. We are the ones spending the money. And it sucked that I wasn't able to see it in the shop and hold it and buy that exact one. It had to be a special order. Mainly because I kind of got, in a way, screwed over from another shop with it that brought it in. And I wound up not wanting to support them. So I didn't want to support them. And so I went to, instead of going, and they kind of, you know, was almost making me buy it. And they were a big corporate shop. So I turned them, I basically, you know, just said, nope, not going to buy it, not going to, you know, you're not going to force me to buy it. And I went to mom and pop and supported mom and pop. By far, that's most important to me. Supporting mom and pop shops are, above all, the most important. If I'm going to go to buy a gun, usually I try to buy it at mom and pop first. Then again, sometimes you walk into a pawn shop and the price tag, you just cannot walk away. And that's, you know, that happens. That really does. It's happened to me a lot. But, you know, that's how I do it. I play it smart. You know, you don't just run and jump at the first one that you see and pay that hefty price tag. Because, well, one, for me, speaking for myself, I don't have the financials to do it. So a lot of times, either I get lucky and I find it for a good price, or I'm very fortunate that I have a friend that has it, or, you know, I made really good friends at the shop that has it or whatever, and I'm able to go in there and do like a layaway program. And that was the other thing. I come out here to Arizona, it's like every shop does layaway. It's crazy. It's that does not help the addiction. But it's a good thing for us, you know, that we, when we don't have the kind of cash to just throw on the counter right away, we're able to, you know, chip away at it and obtain some of our firearms that we love and we want to keep in our collection and cherish it. That's really cool. And so it's awesome, and I love this YouTube community because we're all able to share our guns and our things that we bought, you know, and like there's things that I watch on other videos, you know, that I go, man, you know, that's really cool, you know, and it's awesome how we share things that we get, you know, we do our you know, a lot of us, you know, we get something in the mail, we turn the camera on, we want to share it with all of the YouTubers, you know, and subscribers, and it's really cool, and that's the way I feel with you guys, you know, it's like I want to share more stuff with you, you know, I feel like there's so many of you that are, it's amazing to get that many people that are so like-minded that, you know, I could sit there and film for 5 minutes, you know, like a Smith & Wesson Model 19, and the comments will pour in, and it's just like everybody has the same thoughts, you know. Oh boy, you know, what a beauty, you know, we could all sit there and just, you know, marvel over the thing, and that's just cool stuff, really cool stuff, you know. Just like, you know, I'm like that, I'm like that with the Model 29. I just have like this obsession with the Model 29, you know. I just, you know, the Dirty Harry gun, it just did it for me, you know. I love that gun. It's so cool. I love the caliber, everything, and you know, as a hand loader, it's loading the 44 Special. You know, for a number of reasons. One, it's easier on a gun. It's less taxing, and I'm not saying that, you know, shooting your 44 Magnum, you know, with full Magnum loads is going to break your gun. I mean, eventually, over time, over, you know, a high round count, yes, it will loosen some things up, and, you know, you're going to have to make some repairs, like a car. You know, the more you drive it, right, and if you drive it hard all the time, you know, uphill, 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 you know, it's going to, you know, versus straight lines, you know, flat surfaces or something, you know, it's just, you always got that, you know, you know, that, you know, almost in a way a negative feedback on that, you know, I've fired my 44 Magnum, you know, it's just, you know, it's just common sense, you know, it's just thoughts, you know, and for me, you know, going out to the range and stuff like that, you know, banging steel, shooting paper, I don't need, you know, to shoot magnums all the time. Although I do shoot them from time to time just for fun, for kicks. Right? Just for kicks. But, you know, it's more fun loading up 44 Special and, you know, kind of playing with the power factor a little bit, you know, trying to make it a little hotter, you know, maybe not so hot, maybe a little lighter, and, you know, something comfortable and easy to shoot, something fun to shoot, you know, so it's just, it's all in fun. It really is. It's just, you know, having a good time. And hand loading, it makes hand loading fun, you know, just, you know, loading up your own, your stuff and, you know, formulas and going out there and being safe with it, and, you know, just so, it makes it a lot of fun. So, yeah, the year is coming to a close. I can't believe it, 2017, and now we're going to be talking about 2018, and we have almost done 100 of these episodes. That is crazy. That is near 100 Saturdays. Just consecutively, and since I started this thing, and the following that it's gotten, and how many of you guys have been just constantly viewing, that's amazing. You followed me on quite a journey here, so it's pretty cool. So, and of course this will be on Facebook. I'll post the link to this you know, audio thing on Facebook and everything like that. So, but yeah, super cool. I'm gonna get ready to sign off here and let you guys get back to your weekend. I know you guys have been stuck here at your computer or listening. Maybe some of you are just kind of put the phone or so in your pocket and you're just kind of listening along, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, I thank you very much. I'm still working on getting a better camera for doing more videos. It's something I gotta get going here and work on doing and stuff like that. So keep spreading the word and helping the channel out and get some more people subscribed. It really helps me out. And thank you very much for being here and listening. So thank you guys. And I'm BATJAC J.W. and I'm signing out at 29 minutes. It's a good model, 29.